Hello everyone. Today I am going to take the derivation for elemental volume for heat 1D heat conduction analysis. That is one dimensional case. Here I am going to take only one direction and I am not going to bother about the other two directions right now. Uh, Before stepping to the derivation, I want to explain the difference between the steady state system and the unsteady state system. In the steady state system, the temperature does not change with time. On the other hand, in the case of unsteady state system, the temperature will change with respect to time. So this is the basic difference between the steady state system and the unsteady state system. So now we are going to go for the derivation. So this is for an 1D case. The last session we have seen the Fourier's law of heat conduction. We are going to use that and derive a general equation for a 1D case. Okay. Now let us consider this um, material, and in this we are going to focus only on this pink stripe, this pink region. Okay, so let us consider as a surface which is at a distance of x from this end. So it is at the distance of x. We are going to take this strip with a thickness equal to dx. So this is x and this is x plus dx. Okay, so now we are going to go for the derivation, and here we want to write the energy balance for this pink region. Okay, for this let us consider this direction as x. So now the direction of heat flow is given here. So the rate of energy conducted in the left phase is given by q suffix x, and the rate of energy conducted out at the right phase is given by q suffix x plus dx. Okay, now there is one more thing, which is qgen. What is that? Qgen is nothing but the heat generated per unit volume. So here within this striped region, the energy also can get generated. So q gen, so the q gen equal q dot into a into dx. Q dot is watts per meter cube. Okay, so the q gen equals to q dot into adx. Adx is nothing but the volume. So here the surface, this cross sectional area is a, and the thickness which we are considering is dx. So the volume is given by a into dx. So the q gen equals to q dot into a into dx. Okay, now we are going to consider only the thickness of dx. Now for this the balance will be um, rate of energy conducted in the left phase plus the rate of heat generated within the element, which is equal to rate of change in the energy, or you can also say that as accumulation of energy, plus the rate of energy at phase. So there are four terms. One is the input term, one is the output term, one is the accumulation term, and another one is the generation term. So four terms. So we are going to integrate separately and substitute in the balance and simplify the equation, and finally we are going to get the general equation for 1D heat conduction system. Energy conducted in the left phase, the rate of energy conducted in the left phase, that is q suffix x, which is given by the Fourier's law of heat conduction. So qx equal to minus k into a into dou t by dou x. You can see that I am using the partial differential equation here, dou. I am not using the differential equation d, I'm using dou. The reason is there are two independent variables, so I am going to consider here x. Oh, that is one spatial variable, and next one is the time, the tau. So that is why we are using the dou. So energy conducted in the left phase is equal to qx, which is minus ka into dou t by dou x. Now second term, rate of energy generated within the element is given by q dot, this dot, into a into dx. This is nothing but the q gen. So the second term. Then third thing, Third term is rate of change in the energy, or you can rate of accumulation of energy, which is equal to here. We are going to use the concept of MCP delta T. That is, MCP delta T is for the energy, and rate of change of internal energy, that is why it is dou tau. So here MCP delta T is there. Then M, how I am going to write, it is nothing but the density into volume. See here, rho, the volume is given by A into dx, and C into T divided by dou tau. So rho CA dou T by dou tau into dx. Then energy of the right phase, energy out at the right phase, or you can say the rate of energy conducted out at the right phase, that is qx dx, which is equal to minus ka dou t by dou x at x plus dx. So for this we're going to use the Taylor series. So we use the Taylor series and expand the series, and we are going to make an approximation and consider only the first two terms, since as higher order terms are negligible. So we are going to take that. So the Taylor series, how it is, how means x equals to f of a plus f dash of a divided by 1 factorial into x minus a plus f double dash of a divided by 2 factorial into x minus a the whole square plus f triple dash of a divided by 3 factorial into x minus a the whole cube, and it goes on. It is an infinite series, so it goes on. But we are going to consider only this first two terms and write it in the energy conducted out at the right phase, because we are going to make some approximation and write it. And now we are going to use the Taylor series, and we are going to write for this case for the Fourier's law equation. So I'm going to pull minus a as a, so I'm keeping outside the bracket, and I'm going to write the remaining terms. So k into dou t by dou x plus dou by dou x of k into dou t by dou x into dx. So this is the first term, this is the second term. So here we are assuming that k is not a constant, that is why it is inside the differential itself. Okay, so now all the four terms required for the balance is now ready. Now we want to plug all these equations in the general energy balance. Now we are going to substitute that. So substituting that, it will be like minus ka into dou t by dou x plus q dot into a into dx, a into dou t by dou tau into dx minus a into k into dou t by dou x plus dou t by dou x into dx. Okay, so now when we can see this equation, this first term here, the energy conducted in the left phase, that is for this term, and the energy conducted out at the right phase first term will get cancelled out. So we will have only the remaining terms, and even in the remaining terms, a into dx is present in all the terms, which can be cancelled out. So once if you cancel out, we will be getting dou by dou x of k into dou t by dou x plus q dot equal to rho c into dou t by dou tau. So this is a general heat conduction equation for one case, that too for a Cartesian coordinate system. It is for the only we are considered. Okay, now I'm going to extend this derivation for a 3D case, where we are going to consider the heat flow in the y direction and z direction as well. So now let us consider this Cartesian coordinate system. So now x, y, z. So I'm going to take this as x direction, and this as a y direction, this as y direction, and this as z direction. Now there are 6 phases, 6 surfaces. So we are going to take 3 for the heat energy in case, and 3 surfaces for the energy out. That means, yeah, the energy conducted in the x direction conducting in the x direction, that is q suffix x, and energy leaving in the other direction, that is qx plus dx, the energy leaving out in the other end in the x direction, qx plus dx. And now in the case of y direction, so here the qy is denoted, qy represents the heat conducted in the heat rate of energy conducted in the y direction, and this is rate of energy conducted out in the y direction. Then y direction is q suffix y plus dy, and the rate of energy conducted in the z direction is given by q suffix z, and the rate of energy conducted out at the conducted out in the z direction is q z plus dz. That is, we are taking the thickness as dx, dy, and dz, and this so all the sides we have seen the terms. And now what will be the volume of this? It will be dx into dy into dz. So the amount of heat generated within this element is given by qgen equal to q dot into dx into dy into dz. Okay, now let us go to the derivation part. So now here qx plus qy plus qz plus qgen equal to qx plus dx plus qy plus dy plus qz plus dz plus de by d tau. So now we want to write the equations for each and every term, and then we are going to substitute here and simplify that equation. When you simplify, we will be getting the general 3D heat conduction equation for a Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, now what is heat conducted, or I can say that rate of energy conducted in the x direction, conducted in, so q suffix x, which is equal to minus k into dy into dz into dou t by dou x. Here in the place of a, dy into dz is used. So area is nothing but dy into dz for this case. Okay, so now this is for qx. Now energy, rate of energy conducted out in the x direction, that is q by x, q suffix x plus dx, which is equal to minus within bracket k into dou t by dou x plus dou by dou x into k into dou t by dou x into dx, closing the bracket, into dy into dz. This dy into dz is nothing but the area. So this is how this is obtained. This is obtained by using the Taylor series expansion and considering only the first two terms, like the one which we have seen earlier for the 1D case. Okay. Now, rate of energy conducted in the y direction. So that is represented by q suffix y, which is equal to minus k into dx into dz into dou t by dou y. So again, this is the area here. Similarly, we can write for the rate of energy conducted out in the y direction, that is q suffix y plus dy, which is equal to minus k minus minus, I am taking outside, k into dou t by dou y plus dou by dou y into k into dou t by dou y into dy, closing the bracket, into dx into dz. This is nothing but the area. Now similarly, we are going to write for the z direction. Energy, rate of energy conducted in the z direction is minus k into dx into dy into dou t by dou z. Rate of energy conducted out in the z direction, that is q suffix z plus dz, equals to minus k into dou t by dou z plus dou by dou z of k into dou t by dou z into dz, closing the bracket, into dx into dy. Now what are the remaining two terms? One is the q gen term, that is the heat generation term. Heat generation term q gen equals to um, q dot into dx into dy into dz. Okay, next one is a dE by d tau, that is the rate of accumulation of energy, which is given by rho into c into dx into dy into dz into dou t by dou tau. So this dx into dy into dz is nothing but the volume. So mcp delta t form. So m it is replaced by a density into volume. This volume is dx into dy into dz. Dou tau, dou t by dou tau. So the capital T is used for the temperature and tau small, the tau is used for the time. Okay, now substituting everything in the energy balance equation, so we will get the general energy balance, and substituting everything in the general energy balance equation, we will get the general 3D heat conduction equation. Okay, so which is dou by dou x of k into dou t by dou x plus dou by dou y of k into dou t by dou y plus dou by dou z of k into dou t by dou z plus q dot equals to rho c into dou t by dou tau. So this is the general 3D heat conduction equation. So in this derivation, we are assuming that k is not constant. So that is why it is kept inside the differential term. And this is an equation for an unsteady state case. Unsteady state case, because the temperature here, you can see that here you have the unsteady term here, and also we are assuming that the heat generation is also present. That is why we have the q dot term also. Now if we assume that k is constant, then I can pull this k outside and take this k to the opposite side in the denominator. So I'll be getting rho c by k, which is nothing but the inverse of alpha. That is called as the inverse of alpha. So alpha equal to k by rho c, which alpha is called the thermal diffusivity of the material. So we will be getting the equation as dou square t by dou square t by dou x square plus dou square t by dou y square plus dou square t by dou z square plus q dot divided by k equals to 1 by alpha into dou t by dou tau. So this is the general 3D heat conduction equation with with the constant thermal conductivity, and this is also the written for the unsteady state case. Okay, what is the significance of alpha? What is the alpha? Alpha is nothing but the thermal diffusivity, and it is having the unit as meter square per second, and larger the value of alpha means the heat will diffuse faster through the material. Okay, thank you.